Yeah.
Just depends on what arrow you want to look at. Oh yeah. He's always in for a good time. Yeah, I need to get metal links on him too in the front. There wasn't. See, it's beeping.
Oh.
DNF?
No.
Oh, okay. I like driving with you. You DNF a lot.
I dropped this thing a couple times.
Yeah.
It'll act up.
Well, yeah, electronics don't like being dropped. Yeah, I got the plastic, and I've told you a long time ago, I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep them this length. I think I do. Just so I have one that's stretched out, and I can go play with like an FCX or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he's longer than FCX.
Oh, yeah.
He does need a little more static weight to make them tires grip a little bit better. Oh yeah, get that ginger root out of the way.
Had to.
But I do tell you, I think next servos I buy will probably be digital.
That black label, the People servo from Loco.
Yeah.
I took some of this, and that is a really, and I don't got it turned up.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the power turned up on it or anything.
Yeah.
It's a really strong servo. It really is.
I don't have a problem with the Emax, right? It is a good servo. I have two of them, and I don't have any issues with them. But they're not as fast as digital. I can go like that. It's like the other ones are still doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I need it? Probably not. Neon focus cool. Little V1 still gets a little locked up. I probably need to do more trimming.
Now, you run yours on medium, don't you?
Yep. Always.
You do know when you run that V1 electronics that if you're running on medium all the time, it doesn't give you the battery cutoff?
For running, like if it runs out too low?
If you run your LiPo too low, it doesn't register that. That'll tell you when it's in high, but it won't, any other setting, it won't shut down your rig at that low voltage cutoff.
That's okay. I only got about 50 minutes out of them, but then most of the time, we don't play for 50 minutes.
Right, yeah.
I have to have a drag brake. At least, I don't have to have a drag brake. I like a drag brake. That makes it easier for me so I don't have to worry about thinking about going reverse.
Right.
Or holding the throttle to a certain spot, which, I mean, I can do. But thanks for the tip, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
usually pretty good about it. I'm like, I'll get home and I'll unplug them and do all that kind of jazz.
Right.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good.
I've had to bring a few back to life.
Yeah, I see how you do that on mine.
It's not a good idea.
No. After you watch a few of them explode into fireballs, they're kind of scary. So I went up and got me a balance charger like almost immediately after that. I leave them unattended, but like literally it's for 20, 30 minutes and come and check on. Closer. This one doesn't come down to the tires. They both run exactly the same traction.
You probably are about to, I don't know.
He's light, man. He's like 480.
But then again, you don't wash out on your side hill on the soft dirt and stuff with that weight. Right there. It's gonna wash out.
I'm stuck over here.
And
Fake 12-gram servo. Oh, there you are. Well, yeah, you're down there stuck again?
yeah, I rolled down.
Do I need to,
Landed on
I don't know if I want to go down there, man. That's a pain in the butt.
You don't want to come down there.
No, that's a pain in the butt, man. Uh-oh, that don't sound good. Did you break something?
No.
Something's going zzz, zzz.
Probably dirt and outrunner.
Oh. That was a crap load of dust you blew out of that.
Alright, I'm gonna go back because I rolled down. Landed on my wheels, but I couldn't get back up.
Almost dumped it. And I dumped it. Yeah, you went kind of the wrong turn. nice and slow, and then all of a sudden, full power. Full power was too late. Oh yeah, that's heavy. That's
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
You got like double the weight, I think. If that's the case, let's try to go through some dirt.
You know, a lot of it is driver skill.
You have to know your rig.
Capable rig and still.
No, you have to be able to watch and like, okay, that driver's left front is getting light. What do I do?
Yeah.
It's not even driver skill. It's just being aware.
Right.
Nobody's exceptional at this. The toys. That's like when someone prints and it's garbage and you can't read it and they can't even read their own writing. They say, well, I can't write better than that. No, you don't want to write better than that. Everybody can print nicely. If you can draw a circle, you can make a letter. You don't want to. That's what it comes down to. And like, this is just fine motor skills and then knowing where to do it at.
What the heck was that?
Stick.
Oh, it was a little stick. I didn't even see it. I was like, why was it sticking up in the air?
Fred was not having it. Fred was not having it, sir.
You know, Fred moves pretty quick.
It's quick. That's on medium. It just doesn't have enough torque. Because I don't care about speed.
It is a little longer.
Well, he's deadbolt front and rear. There's a smidge. But like on the test track at home, that hurts him. Out here, it's pretty damn good. But I mean, we've been playing with all our rigs. Do you have today? What is your favorite rig for today for you?
Today,
not capable. Just have the fun.
Venom. You know, I mean, just because you know I play with the brushless all the time and everything, and Venom's a nice change. You know, you got the simple brush motor, V2 electronics. No weight whatsoever.
Did you have to blow that motor out? That's sarcasm.
Yeah.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah. No, you know, and just you know, all around it reminds you that hey, you know what? Everybody don't got all that special torque and stuff like that, and all that torque really doesn't. It helped to a point, but when it like I said, it comes down to driver. For the most part, it comes down to driver.
I know I need more power, but I know that's just going to give me the chance to break my axle. I know.
Right, and it will. You will until you get used to it. Because I mean, I broke 5 sets.
Oh no, I'm just heavy. I know it's like I need a little bit more, and then I'm just going to break it. Even though I know not to do it.
Right, exactly. I went through 5 sets of axles in that thing before I actually started. You know, okay.
That few?
Huh?
That few? With you?
Yeah.
You say sets or boxes?
I've been more than that.
Did you say sets or boxes?
Yeah, sets.
All right.
But it you know, and then finally I put the CVDs in the front, and they're bone stock width. You know.
You notice better on turning radius? That's supposed to be one of the things you get from those.
Well, the way this one's set up, I mean, you get a lot on your scrub if you've got too wide, and with the 6+ hubs and the way my wheels stick out, I lose some of that turning radius, but I've gained it back with my caster. I've changed that, and then with the overdrive in the front, because I've got 12 in the front of this. With that overdrive, it pulls it around a lot more. And with the CVDs, I gained quite a bit of that back. You know, you take a bone stock rig, and I think you got a 2.5 foot turn radius, and it'll come back around and meet around. And I think I think this one's pretty close to back to that stock turn radius.
Let's see how we do on the dirt over here. That's super soft. I mean, you didn't ask, but I'd have to say Daisy, man.
Daisy.
I mean, Marble's fun, but it's like, I just have fun driving Daisy. I don't know. Just don't know, man.
Yeah, you know.
Fred's my boy. Fred's my boy, but.
Everybody's got their go-to.
Yeah.
But then you forget what the other one's done if you go to all the time.
Look at all those holes. It looks like a gopher's bin over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've dug those down pretty deep.
Oh yeah, it's wasted over here. Let's put this baby in high.
Yeah, that soft there is just... I'm falling back as I'm trying to go forward. You know?
It probably don't help that it's starting to warm up, so all the moisture is coming out. Thanks. This is done right
here. You running brush.
Yeah.
2S.
Yeah.
On high.
Yeah.
Put them side by side.
Okay.
Now, what's your overdrive on the front?
13.
You got a 13.
Yeah.
So you're right at 22% overdrive on the front.
Hold on a second here. Let me make sure I'm tracking good. Let's go over here with smooth. Oh, here.
So
everybody needs a good blow job.
I'm running 3S,
Uh-huh.
and like I said, I've got 12 overdrive on the front. You've got 13 overdrive. You're running 2S with a stock receiver and everything. So 3, 2, 1, and go. And we'll see which one's running the speed. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
What's happened?
So nothing's happened.
Oh.
That 2S is out running that 3S, and I'm geared. You know?
Yeah, but you're gearing in the front. You're even lowered, so you're going slower.
No. The lower the number on your overdrive in the front, the faster it is.
So you're faster?
No, my overdrive is faster in the front, but as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what I did here. That's probably why.
You probably didn't have it on full power.
No, it's on full power.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
Oh, you said that's probably why.
I was thinking maybe checking it, but technically I should be faster.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not. It's just the super torque I get out of it and everything else. I mean, it's snappy, you know.
Yeah, watch. Let's do it on medium. Because I always run medium.
And you're probably still outrunning.
No. Because medium's only giving me 75% throttle. So you do the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Oh wow, I did outrun you. That's funny.
So the brushed motor are staying a solid speed all the time. With the brushless motors, what's happening is this motor is getting dirt and stuff inside of it, and it's starting to get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. They're good torque. You know, you still remain with you still got the torque, but your speed is going to start going away because of the dirt getting in there and everything. It starts wearing on those shafts and stuff like that. And it's not
as tech notice that and just not saying and say, look, we got an in runner now.
Yep, exactly.
So they can stay in the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've done.
That's super nice, but this is okay.
It's not $60 nice to me. For the motor and the mount, it's $60.
Well, I know, but then it's like someone like me, I got to get the ESC and all the other garbage.
And that's another, you know, and depending on which one you got, you get. I mean, if you get the bone, the lowest one that they've got, it still $60?
I don't remember. This is fun. I mean, I can go over and get me the Enduro one. It's supposed to be badass for $15.
Yeah.
$30. I can change out 2 of them, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind Fred to have some FOC going on, but like the other 2, I don't think they need it. You know?
Right. Yeah. You know. So this one hasn't ran as much as I ran that one. It's the same motor. It doesn't have. It's got a 13 in the front for the overdrive. And this used to be my favorite one, regardless of.
Well, obviously, you got the UFO lights in it, and then again, it's one you built.
Yeah, this is one I took and
made it happen.
Yeah. So you can see there's still no speed.
No, that's pretty slow. That's pretty slow. That's
and
like low.
3S.
That's on 3S too?
You know, it could be my controller going bad too, but it does. It's been doing some weird shit.
Well, it's been beeping the whole dang time.
Dual rate. So what I probably have to do is go reset everything again. But this one I think is as long as Fred. And those Trench Kings, I put those on here.
And this is probably the spot for them too, you know? Until you make a bunch of holes. And tumbling down. 3, 2. Oh no, he made it.
Yeah, I thought that incline would bring it back real fast. Comes downhill fast. You know, this was one of the first custom builds I did. I bought that body off of Amazon. I bought a cheap ERC car and just adapted it over to putting it on the SCX.
Building.
Yeah. I've got another one of those bodies too. It's funny. I bought 2 of them just because.
Price is right?
Yeah. Those Trench Kings are not.
I mean, you got the old Clippers. You go to town on them.
Yeah. You know,
you got 2 hours of free time?
Yeah. They work pretty good. You know, for a lot of surfaces.
That's the thing. They work for all your surfaces, though.
Right.
Yeah. Where would you even start?
Yeah, the way. How would you do? What pattern would you go? And
I always start with the outside. You know, take the usually take like the shorter lug off, but yours are all squared the same.
Yeah.
You just do one every other one or something, and then do the inside. And I usually do the opposite one, but when I skipped on the other one, and then I see from there. Because you have to open it up somewhere.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere.
But I'm sure you got tons of tires you can play with.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a stack of them. Actually, I need to give you a set or two.
Yeah? Okay.
I got those comp pins.
I'll run them. You don't like them?
I don't care for them.
Yeah.
I think they'd be good on your course.
Okay.
You know, I've got some small tires. You know, I got a couple sets of small tires. I got the TSL boggers.
Oh, okay.
And they're the small tire. It's got that V pattern on them and stuff.
No, I remember from back in the day when they were super popular in the real trucks.
And then I got a set of Thornbirds.
Oh, yeah?
I got 2 sets of Thornbirds.
That's pretty cool.
You know, and they look like the big tire Thornbirds. And
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
cool.
wow. You know, but those are course tires, and like I said, it's one of those things you just see the phases go through. When people, oh, this is the best tire out there. This is the best tire. Now, you know, the Swamp Kings, they're at the top of the list right now. But if you look, people are starting to talk about these Trench Kings. Those are good. Some of the best tires. You know, one of the best tires you get. I'm not impressed with them, really. I'm not. You know, I want a tire that when I set it down, it'll go up what I pointed at.
Not you need to have 3 Venoms with 3 different tires, right? All the same setup. That's how I am, right?
Right.
Like I literally can just grab, like if you said, hey, let's meet right now, bring one rig, it'd either be Marlboro Man or Daisy.
Right.
Right,
and then like those Hyrex that you got on Marble Man, they made that into a 60, just a 60.
They do. They're right here. They're in a 64. It's these ones. Those are the Hyrex in the 64 20s.
Okay.
Hold that. Hold that. I noticed this. Look at the tread pattern. It's the same fucking tread pattern after I cut it out.
Right.
And I didn't know that, but it's the same tread pattern. So basically, those are Hyrexes in a 64 by 20.
You know, and then those OGRP tires that I got on America, those right there are super freaking soft.
I think that hurts you sometimes. You know, that's what I kind of noticed with those rock terrains until after I took a bunch of lugs out of it. I think they kind of fold up. You know, almost turn into like a slick.
Right, you know, you get a lot of these guys will say, "Oh no, you want that to be able to fold." Then it starts coming down to your foams and stuff like that. It's like, you know, flubbers. It looks like a good idea, but I'm not paying $40 for a pair of flubbers to put inside of a $20 pair of tires.
It cost them 2 cents to make on their house computer.
Exactly. You know, I don't want to. I mean, if you're running comps all the time or something like that, that might be the way to go. But why? Why are you spending way more for the insert of your tire than you're paying for your tire?
It's because people think they're the best. And once someone gets that idea, even though we all know it doesn't cost anything hardly to make something on a 3D printer.
Right.
So why are we spending 4,000% profit?
Exactly.
Because they're good? No, it comes down to you're almost ready to run, right? That's a tire insert for somebody who doesn't want to mess with them.
Right.
Foams wear out, foams get wet, you gotta dry them, all this other.
Right.
It's a little tedious. That's all those are. They're not any better than a 2-stage or single stage, whatever. I mean, I'm sure they probably are to some degree.
Right.
But how many people are actually checking the rotating mass?
No, you know,
So,
and that's I've noticed it's like there's on Venom. I mean, I have no wheel weights except for the little brass hexes right there, and what to put some weight on the tire because these Devastator wheels don't have a center bead ring that you normally get with all of them. They've got a deep groove, so I filled that groove with solder. They're not heavy. It didn't.
Your thing's beeping.
Yeah, I didn't turn it off. It'll tell you.
It is.
So And with the foams, I star cutted them. I just cut a star with them and stuff, and they, you know, they're super soft. Tires themselves are good for dirt and stuff, but most everything else, no. But I have no weight to that thing, except for the little weight I put here and what weight I added to the wheels just to bring them up to, you know, a regular V-lock wheel, the weight of that. But other than that, this thing, I'm impressed with those electronics and that motor combo. I mean, you see, it doesn't hardly stall at all. Like you say, that rotate.
The V2 has a stall point, but it's different than V1.
Even the brushless, I can seize up my brushless motors, no problem. But then you're not. It's hard to determine what's going to be the best out there. There's so much other stuff involved, so many different factors that will make it best for the situation you're in. You know, you're not going to know where you're going to be next. You know, unless you run a certain area a certain time, you know it works on that all the time. So you build your rig for that.
And then you
go somewhere else.
You go to your buddy Rob's house, and now you got junk.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know, I've tried so many damn different tires and so many different combinations.
Yeah, like you have two that have the Swamp Kings.
Right.
Personally, I can't do that. Right? Because I want to have a different tire. So like when I bought those higher axes, I didn't want to get the small Swamp Kings because I already have them. You know? But I don't know what other tires to buy next, to tell you the truth.
You know? And there's not really much out there that's going to do you any justice to buy.
No.
You know, that's why the only reason why I bought these for this one because I like the way they work. But it's still that truck. I'm not real impressed with the whole Cayman thing.
I think honestly you need more driver time on that one.
Yeah. I still got
to put all the other ones away and just.
You know, I like the speed of it and stuff like that, and it's. I mean, I'm not disappointed with it.
No, the speed's impressive. It doesn't help you, but it's impressive.
No, and it doesn't. I mean, if you're in a good, solid situation, you're on most tracks, it will. And I've done it. You know, get up to a point and it starts spinning, just back off of it and just hammer down. It'll go up over the top and land. You know, and that's the fun part about it. It's a good rock bouncer. You know, it'd be an awesome rock bouncer. But
a little less skill in rock bouncing.
A little bit.
I imagine more.
Like
I imagine more
I think
broken
I need
stuff.
more time driving it.
I think you do. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No, there's. I'm like I said, I'm not bashing. When I posted that one thing, I had a couple guys comment, "Oh, you know, you need to do this and do this." And it's like I have done that. You know,
it's funny. Like these guys, or which I can only assume because I have no idea. They're probably our age, right? And our age is somewhat the same. It seems like that's only who is in the 24 scale is our age.
Yeah.
Why is everybody offering advice? Don't you think that you, of whatever age you are, have some kind of knowledge?
Right.
I have some kind of knowledge, and I'm not putting it on you. I just hope that it's useful.
Right. Exactly. You know, and that's what I try to tell everybody. So look, you know, they'll start to say, well, you know, I've been doing this since the beginning of these things, pretty much. I've tried a lot of different things. Some worked, some didn't. And what worked for me may not work for you.
No, everybody's got different driver skills, and
You know, I'm an old basher. I used to have a bunch of bashers, so
we can tell.
Yeah. So, but I like the calmness of the crawling. You know, the bashing. It got to the point where it's just too much money involved. I just gave away all my nitro stuff. I just gave it away.
Yeah, nitro's messy too.
Nitro's a lot of work.
Because a long time ago when your RC cars were kits, that's just how they came.
Yeah.
I got one of those. They had like a little, one of the .10 motors, a little kit. Never could get it running right. It was just junk.
Yeah, you know, there again, it's the same deal with these. You know, all right, we're going to give you this kit, and this is the motor that's going to come with it. But hey, guess what? We got this motor over here that's a better motor. It runs better and everything else. It's a game. You know, everybody knows that. You know, they get you started on one thing and this is better, this is better, this is better.
Well, all these companies don't make things that last forever. They got planned obsolescence in there.
Nope.
And so you have to figure out what theirs is. Yeah, you gotta figure it out. It's like, okay, the Outrunners are getting dirt in them. They're starting to show, lack of power. We better come up with something different.
Yep.
So I wonder what the next thing's gonna be.
And I knew that in the beginning. You know that Outrunner is gonna go away.
Oh, I know. I forget what brand it is. There's a brush motor. They got a big old hole cut in the side. Oh, I think Samex makes one. Yeah. Big old vent hole. I'm like, yeah, I get it for heat, but I mean, it's letting stuff in too.
Yeah, you know, the big block. I've got a big block mount and stuff like that. I had Venom built before, and I put a 7400 kV motor in it and everything, you know, just to get it to rip up and down, you know, going back to the old basher ways. So, and it did, but then I said, okay, well, I went to a slot car shop, and I used to be able to race slot cars, you know, a long time when I was younger. So, some of those motors are freaking awesome, you know, but they're a wide open can. So I went and got a slot car motor and put it on Mofo's big block mount and put it in there, and it ripped. I mean, it ballooned those tires like a basher would, and for a little car, that's too much speed. It's cool as hell, but it just ate the transmission up. It ate pinion gears, and dirt got in that motor, and it's just tractioned it quick. Money out the door.
Yeah, these have a lot more longevity if you aren't silly with them.
Right. Yeah. You know, that white truck. I built it. I haven't changed nothing on that truck for over a year, and the motor it could be my batteries. One cell going dead in my batteries. When I first built it, it had pretty snap. You've seen it. It had a lot of snap. You know, and so it could be the battery going bad. But I know in the back of my head that dirt getting and dust getting into that open Outrunner motor is hurting it.
You think about this, super easy for everybody to figure out. It's like what happens to a magnet when you throw in dirt. All the iron attracts to the magnet.
Exactly.
So that's happening inside your motor.
Right.
Yeah, that's simple.
I need to go get that the can of duster. You know, the stuff you spray your computer board with and stuff like that, and just keep them cleaned out.
Bye.
See ya.
Yes. Later, guys.